Hey there folks, Dude the Dutch here, welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition Trespasser DLC. Now, we have returned. As I have played for this, I know a lot better when to do things and when not to do things. And right now, we're going to take care of some matters. First of all, that's the most important bit, I'm going to show you immediately something. I had to take a leak, okay? I had to go piss. The first thing we're gonna do is collect these, because these have a reason for being here. Now I think the next one should be, yep, right there by the fountain. So take a little splash. Next one is up there. In the meantime, we can also talk to the rest of the people around, companions that is. Oh, Cullen, the canary, huh? Liliana's back.
Have you had a chance to speak with Liliana? Away from work, I mean.
Some, yes. Liliana has kept in contact, unofficially of course, but it's good to see her again. Arguing with her in person is far more satisfying.
Back at the Winter Palace. He probably is completely excited to be here.
All too well. I've already answered a half-dozen questions about my personal life. The reason we're here is because we made a difference. That's worth enduring the political small talk.
How's your family doing?
Is there any news from Fereldan? How's your family?
My sister Mia keeps me informed. As I understand, she's training my nephew to best me at chess.
Would you lose that game? Actually, I'll go with I miss the people back home.
Sometimes I miss the people I knew before Haven. We get so busy. It's easy for time to slip by.
Perhaps. I'm not sure I regret that. There's still some time before these years balance those best forgotten.
We all got that kind of issues. You particularly, of course, with the whole first horrible thing in the circle in Fereldan, then the circle in Kirkwall.
Is there anything I should know?
We were permitted soldiers here. Our every move is watched. Some things never change.
Nope. We'll talk later.
Inquisitor?
Now, I won't change any of the decisions I made, as in what really influences the story in any way. I may only change a few things based on, you know... That dude again. Where the hell did he go? What? I can't get a glimpse of that dude. Who is he? Anyway, like I said, I'm not going to make any sort of influence on the choices I made before. Again, I'd like to apologize that this happened, but let's just say there were issues, and I needed to resolve them. You've probably seen them in one of the videos, and that's what I needed to resolve.
Quite the party, wasn't it? I hear it left the Orlesians and Fereldans completely aghast. Andraste's herald, the Inquisitor, toasting a Tevinter Magister. Not a bad scandal to leave on.
So you're an ambassador. You don't... No! Ooh, you didn't figure that out yet?
What is this ambassadorship about exactly?
I know my father set it up, but the Imperium certainly didn't object. They'd love for the Inquisition to fall apart. So they're happy if it seems they consider this council a waste of time.
That makes no sense.
No? If Dread Tevinter actually pushed for the Inquisition's head, everyone else would disagree on principle. So they send a nobody pariah and hope for the best. Makes perfect sense to me.
Far too much confusing shit. I hate politics.
What did you do in Tevinter while you were away?
I went home twice. Father was only there once. Mother was drunk both times. I also went to Corypheus to see my good friend Mayveris. Then I settled some of Alexis's affairs. That wasn't fun.
I can't imagine it would have been.
Thoughts about the exalted council?
A few. Divine Victoria needs a new tailor for one. The paintings of Liliana in that enormous robe, you'd think she was pregnant. Could cause a delicious scandal.
The hero of Fereldan can be busy.
Exalted council business, well, I warned you once that no one would thank you for saving the world. Sadly, I'm always right.
Afraid so, yeah.
Around to remind them they're not really in charge, they'll never sleep comfortably. Whether they have the guts to take action, I suppose we'll see.
Another time.
I look forward to it.
So that was that little conversation. Now I know where that last little statue is, and I'll get that in a minute.
Darling, what can I do for you?
How's the circle been, Viv?
How are things for the Circle of Magi?
If you call it the Circle while they're in earshot, you'll never hear the end of it, my dear.
Oh.
The College of Enchanters is a ridiculous mess, but it's still a useful institution for training mages.
The best there is, I guess. Let's discuss the new divine.
I wanted your opinion of how Divine Victoria is working out.
Leliana is managing to hold the Chantry together, just barely. Likely your influence.
I do good work.
We'll talk another time.
Huh? Oh yeah. It's upstairs. Let's go fetch that thing. You see, that thing gives me access to a new staff, which I really want to make, because it's a pretty good staff to start with. Well, nothing around here. I don't think I'm going to find anything anyway. I'll take that. I know where that is, so I'll take care of that in a moment. Like I said, since I already figured it out, I can talk about how the DLC was. It was amazing. A lot of progressive. Some people might say that the gimmick idea of a new ability this late into everything is a bit of a, you know, unnecessary thing, but I think it's fine. It works into the story, you know. I'm just real quick going through this. People talking about how the Inquisition should be thrown into the Orlesian fold. I don't think so.
Divine Victoria.
Please don't. It would be nice to just be Liliana again for a few days.
Of course, most holy.
As you command, most holy.
That's how this thing goes. Yeah, how are your nugs?
Tell me about your nugs. Did you get any new ones?
Oh yes, a litter was born just a month ago. We are weaning them right now. If you are hoping for one, I'm afraid they're already spoken for.
I'm gonna skip this one for last. Again, I know all this stuff, but it's still great. Amazing. Do you miss the Inquisition?
Being our spy master.
I think I miss the people more than the work. Josie, Cullen, I didn't notice how much I liked having them near until they weren't. We're right, of course, but it's not the same.
What news have you heard?
Have your agents any news I should hear about?
There is activity in the Tirashan. Strange elves, like those at the Temple of Mythal. No news of Solus, however.
I know what that little prick has been up to. So how is the hero of Fereldan? That's me!
How are things between you and the hero of Fereldan?
Good.
We see each other whenever we can. There is gossip, of course. People will call me inappropriate. But love is one of the Maker's greatest gifts, and nothing to be ashamed of. Start and end with love, and everything else falls into place. As divine, I have tried to spread this message. It's taken some time, but I think people are listening, especially now.
Just saying hello.
Perhaps later, Liliana.
I'll be right here if you need anything.
Still, like I said, this DLC was pretty good. Did I... Ah, there he goes. Go get him! You might be wondering, what is he gonna go get? Loot. The cudgel of the golden ebon queen. Ah, you're gonna love this stuff. I'm not equipping it though. I understand the humorous parts of it and the, you know, functions and its statistical abilities, but oh, come on, it's a freaking beehive on a stick. I refuse to use that as a weapon. Grab the last one. Schematic Encore. Now, before we do now I know what to do with the rest, but now that I have the schematic, first we'll talk to, you know, Varric, everyone's favorite Viscount now.
Everything going all right so far?
No fan club today?
I'm surprised no one from the Council of Heralds wants your autograph.
You just missed them. Duke Cyril keeps asking me for spoilers for my next book.
How did you become Viscount? I think he kind of explained that already, but okay.
I don't understand how you could just become a Viscount.
You don't just become it.
If a marcher state dies and there's no heir, the nobles of the city pick a new. Only none of Kirkwall's nobles actually want the throne. Most of them think it's cursed, actually.
Considering what's been happening lately, I understand.
Another state like Starkhaven or Ansburg will probably invade. I complained about the empty office when it interfered with my reconstruction efforts. They took that as volunteering.
What's the deal with Bran? He's a prick, as always.
So Bran used to be Viscount and now he just follows you around?
Provisional Viscount. Pretty much.
With a permanent appointee finally in the Viscount's office, I am free to return to my post as Seneschal.
He means my true calling is arrogantly telling people they can't talk to the Viscount. He's good at it, too.
Tell me about it.
Any word from Hawk?
I got a message from, well, that's not to name the entire chain of smuggling syndicates in Blight Company.
Probably for the better.
Weishaupt is apparently the special kind of best that only appears when Hawk shows up. I'm not entirely sure how it'll all play out, but my money's on Hawk walking away from the Warden's fortress as it explodes.
While amazing heavy metal music is playing on the background. That's how I imagine it exactly happening. In my mind, anyway. Alright. Let's talk to Tom. Because he's Tom now, not Blackwall. Though they still define him as Blackwall.
Need me for anything?
Thoughts on the council?
What do you think is going to happen at the Exalted Council?
Shit.
Maker, I have no idea. Politics always makes my head spin.
And you're spazzing out.
Inquisition shouldn't have to give in whenever some prissy noble gets their knickers wedged somewhere.
You're back to being Rainier.
You're more comfortable being called by your real name now.
Comfortable? Not quite yet. I didn't want to be Rainier for such a long time. To be quite frank, he was an ass. But I've changed.
Yep.
Reclaiming my name has allowed me to reconnect with people I haven't seen in years. Family. It wouldn't have happened without you.
This is a bit of a reunion.
It's nice to have everyone back in the same place again.
I have to admit I missed it. What does it mean when we need a huge diplomatic talk or the world ending just to bring us together?
They were crazy bastards.
Have a few drinks with Sarah. Miss that girl. It's still a little awkward talking to Cassandra, but the commander appears to have forgiven me. Finally.
Considering what you do, I can understand that a lot of people are still pissed. Okay, now you again. Okay, before we do anything, is the smoke an indication from where they're going, or is that just, you know... Well, I just walked into something rather inappropriate. Ugh, I don't get this. Anyway, let's craft this weapon. Oh, cool. Wait, it's not as good? Fine. I'll keep the delirium infused staff. How did I create? How was it crafted again? Fine by me. I'll keep it this way. What about the rest? I think the rest was pretty good too. Huh? Cook's note. Okay. Don't know what I need a cook's note for. First, we're gonna sell some stuff. Cudgel of the Golden Ebon Queen. Yep, like I said, a beehive on a stick. But it's not as good. Is it too bad? Not taking it. I'm keeping most of this stuff. And I'll keep some of this stuff. I think it's about time I still sell some of this stuff. There we go. I'm keeping these just in case they still have a use. I'm not sure if they do though. I'm not sure if I should keep these. The prices just don't see a reason to sell them. So does Cole have any insight on this Kunari thing? Cole?
Sometimes the cow takes your gold.
Okay then! That was very informative.
Hello, and shh. I'm trying to figure out why everyone is acting so weird. I mean, besides because Canary assassins and everything. See it, right? There's something going with the elf servants. Makes sense after that ruin, right?
Still suspicious about elves.
When you start going on about elves, it's hard to tell if it's about them or you.
Yes, you're ever so clever. Arse. Point is, the servants have no complaints. No asking for a Jenny. They serve this lot, but don't want them done for anything.
So, the nobles are nice, and the servants are happy.
Makes absolutely no sense.
Mark that I said it. We're fighting Canary, but something else is on the up.
Thoughts on elven creators?
I suppose you've a lot to say about that elven ruin, about the creators.
They're not even demons, just big magey knobs punching down. And yes, the shits who use them to make me feel broken can still eat it. But always waiting for that fight is way too much work. It's like doing half the hurt for them. Maybe we're old now, but I'm tired of it. We've new fights to look forward to. We always do, seems like.
So, what are your thoughts about the Inquisition?
Been a couple of years.
She's still weird.
Sitting with you.
It's weird meeting back up and seeing everything.
You're weird.
First time I've been anywhere long enough to get fond of things. Leliana's friendly when she wants to be. My people sometimes do things for her, like I do for you. And all
That's good.
Day, I suppose. It still rings right, but the way people used to go on about it, I thought there'd be more trumpets.
Prefer not.
We'll talk later.
Trumpets.
Count on seeing me, yeah?
Of course. Why not? Iron Bowl. What do you got to talk about?
So, you and the bard. You know most bards are spies, right?
You were a spy, Chief.
Look, I just don't want you to get burned.
Here we go.
Don't say it.
Because then you'd be creme brulee. Creme brulee.
How is Meriden, Krem?
Krem, I understand you and Meriden are seeing each other.
Yes, Your Worship. I mean, we've just started, so...
Oh, come on. Get in there. Show her what you can do.
Listen, Chief, there's this thing you may not have learned growing up Canary and all.
Hey, I'm great at foreplay.
Just what I needed to hear. Absolutely.
That's good to know, Bull.
I didn't mean foreplay, I meant courtship.
Oh, well, that's a waste of time. You need me to talk to her about things?
No! No. Thanks.
The Chargers have been with the Inquisition for a while now. Is everyone still happy?
No complaints, Your Worship. The Inquisition's been good to us. We'd disband and join the Inquisition officially, but the Chief gets this sad dog look when we suggest it.
The loyalty is touching, Krem.
Yep, it is. Goodbye.
I'll talk to you later.
Anytime, boss.
Alright. Now. Because I can. Where are you, honey bun? There you are.
How did Varric, of all people, become the Viscount of Kirkwall? A mystery for the ages.
Miracles exist even now. How are the Seekers?
I hear you've been rebuilding the Seekers.
Slowly, but yes. I managed to find a few of my former comrades who'd scattered to the winds.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them were unsuitable, and I did not ask them to return. Others felt as I did, once they read the Lord Seeker's tome. We've since recruited a few candidates who are going through training now, with full disclosure. What comes after this, I cannot be certain. I am making it up as I go along.
Don't we all?
Sounds familiar.
I thought you'd appreciate that.
The chantry has changed. Yep.
What do you think of the chantry?
You ask me just to poke at me and see if I react, don't you? It is what it is. Most Holy's reforms are interesting, to say the least. I hope they last once Liliana is gone. Regardless of what I think, it could have been far worse.
Oh yeah, big time.
You and I both remember the dark times we faced. Sadly, others have far shorter memories.
Then they just need a right hit on the noggin, if you ask me.
What do you think of the Exalted Council?
They are frightened of your power, and there is no longer a hole in the sky to remind them that it was needed.
They don't have actual power.
It's just talk, isn't it? What could they actually do?
Individually, very little. As a united front, you do not have that much power, Inquisitor.
Damn it.
Even so, I would wait and see where this leads. Calmer heads may yet prevail.
When has that ever been the case?
True enough.
I'm an optimist. Just ask Varric.
I'll see you later.
Farewell.
So the lyrium infused staff is still better than the current one. I'm not even gonna bother. Then even that encore one kind of beats the point, doesn't it? It could be because of I used the best materials for it. Let's just do a little talk with Josephine and be on our way then. Hi, Josie.
I do hope you recovered from your night at the opera. Any ear-ringing should go away in a day or two.
Thanks.
Tell me, these strange spaces past the Alluvians, are they safe to explore?
I saw worse at Adamant. Oh yeah.
None of it's been as bad as the nightmare in the Fade. I can tell you that.
I will take your word for it. And yet, you've accomplished so much in the calm of these past years. I wish you did not have to imperil yourself for us. Again.
I've missed exploring a bit.
I must admit, after years of dinners and paperwork, it feels good to go exploring again.
I only wish you had fewer Canari interrupting your stroll.
You and me both.
Once the Canari are dealt with, brace yourself. The council is just as relentless.
If not more.
It is good to see you.
Okay, so that's that. Now there's a slight little something I gotta do. I'm not gonna use it, but I'm gonna take care of it though. So let's go in, shall we? Open. Let's enter the mirror. Feels like I'm in an episode of Stargate, how he does that. Kinda. And this is how it's gonna be.
Path wasn't there before.
Nope. Now it is. Now I think this belongs to you, sir. You're welcome. Let's go, guys. As you can see, there are sometimes a little bit of... Could you hurry up, Dorian? As I've said before, there are several ways to go about this place. Always more than one. And this place actually really encourages some exploration.
What is that?
Not a clue. Saying it with no convincing tone whatsoever. Oh, not that one. First the other one. Which is up here. I
Let's
think.
see where our horned friends were headed.
To everybody's favorite place in the world. But first this one. Can't remember this one anymore.
Where we wanted to go, but still not bad.
Oh, yeah. This fight might take a while. Let's first loot this. Fate touch. And this is really one of the most annoying ones of them all. That's how we take care of this shit. We hurt them like hell. Here, have some grenades, because why not? Have some lightning bolts, because why the hell's not? Hey, Inky, you might want to do something. Hey, Cassie, might wanna... That's what I'm talking about. Let's first this time wait until I have enough for static cage. Now we're talking. Like I said, this fight could take a while. This is a really long one. Here, have some of this. Cassie. Ah, you don't have to. Do something like this. And dispel. Have some fire, because why not? Ow, that hurt. Hey, why aren't you doing anything? And you... Come on, Cassie, keep using that dispelling effect. Come on, there we go. Boosh! I hate this little bit. I really do. Oh yeah, I still have those. Oh well. I never actually increased on that. This guy is a real pain in the ass, you know that? Just a sec. Gotta check one little thing about my night. Yeah, I did set up this one. Ooh, Cassie, this is up your sleeve again. What the hell? This thing is still not down. This is really, really annoying. You know what? Let's just use this. Because I can anyway. Just die already, you stupid bastard! There we go. Now with those... Hey! You're again not attacking. You're supposed to keep attacking. Cassie, continue using this whenever you... Do you even have this set up? As an ability you use? You do. Why don't you use it more often? And you! Use fucking... We'll just have to keep using him for a while. Again! Now where'd that demon go? You use spell perch. You think that's gonna hurt her? Use spell purge. Just die already, you stupid. There we go. Finally. Jeez. I hated this fight for this very reason. Those bastards would just not die. The eye that weeps. I don't think I have one of those yet. Nope. Ooh, +1 attack. That's pretty good. I think we can leave this area now. But there's another little area I wanted to show you guys. This is when things get a little more interesting. You see, that egg thingy? There was another one here. As you probably noticed. And you can interact with it. Behold!
So that's how the Kunari move the paths. That's a handy little trick.
If a little, you know, unnerving. I mean, you just have to walk in front of you and hope that the ground just keeps appearing in front of your face. That's kind of terrifying. I mean, what if it just stops and you think, oh, just keep going, and then you drop to your doom? It's Kind of a bummer, wouldn't you say? Here we are. And here we find another little goodie. Here you actually, as you'll figure out once I trigger this. Here we go.
Everyone ready?
As always. Wrong way. Let's just wait until we get static cage up. Or, yeah, we'll just first do this. And the Inquisitor is doing again absolutely nothing. Here, have some of this. And the Inky is doing again absolutely nothing. Ink, keep doing shit. You use Warcry, Cassie. No. Yes. Why are you not doing anything? Here, throw another flame wall out. There we go. Now this one was a lot less harder, but that's for a reason. Actually, the reason behind it I don't know, but Oh yeah, that was right, it wasn't this one. So, yeah. I haven't noticed those effects coming into play anyway. Weird. Maybe it doesn't work on the Inquisitor? That would be weird. And shouldn't be. But that was pretty much that. It was the other. Oh yeah, it was the one over there. I'll get to that later. But right now, that was that for this little bit. Next up, we'll see how this Kunari plot thickens. And it gets really interesting in here. As you can actually notice where we're going from here. But until then, I'll see you guys in the next video.